Good day, everyone. I'm glad everyone is here, listening with an open heart and mind. I hope we all had a great rising today, and may this day be full of smiles for you. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of the ego. And then I want to wish you peace, joy, and love as we go through these words. I really appreciate you listening and being open to receive the love that we deserve and the love that we want. Yeah, feels good, right? Okay, well, let's get to the reading. Today I got up a little busy, so the mind started going when I started brushing my teeth. So I had to stop a couple of times and write, because most of my morning was spent in the meditation of preparing my day for the day, preparing myself for the day. So here I am, a little extra meditation this morning, calm my nerves, because it does show up sometimes. As I always say, I'm in human form. So it's about taking care of ourselves right when it's happening, right when we feel that little right here, because this is where I get it, that little feeling of unbalance. So I have to go within myself to calm it down. And it works when you really want it to work. It works. When you're really open to the process, it works, you know. So anyway, let's get on with this. Today's about our could haves and would haves and should haves. You know, why do we go through that in our heads, right? I know I feel it's so big here. All right, I thought about all the potentials I could haves and all the would haves and all the should haves. But then there were all times that we didn't feel worthy of the havings when we think like this. We do this, we keep going, when we keep doing this, going back to the feeling of lack of unworthiness, it's when the questions show up. Well, I could have done it this way, or should I do it that way, or should I? You know, we question ourselves a little too much sometimes, you know. And that's okay. As long as you look for the answer within your light, within your higher power, within your love, you know. Don't look for it anywhere outside of yourself, because you might not get the answer you need. You might get the answer you want, but not the answer you need. You know? The could-haves can now be the present thought of what we can have in abundance. Of the shoulds. The shoulds are not going to be believed how it should be is. We can be what we would believe or feel worthy of the could-haves, right? So every time that should have, could have, would have comes up, just remember that it really wasn't the right time or place, you know, for it to happen or for you to have it. And when that comes up now, you can say, oh, there's a better plan. There's a better plan for me. There's a better future for me now. It wasn't a missed opportunity. It was just a missed thought. You know, there are never missed opportunities. We pass by opportunities because of our unworthiness or the lack of seeing it. But there are always opportunities, always. at any time, at any age, when we're open to this process of opportunities. You know, what is it that we want? The opportunities, right? So the could haves and would haves and should haves should be taken out of our vocabulary, because all that does is bring it down to somewhere we were, and we don't really need to be there. You know, we don't need to be there. Okay. So, anyway, after I wrote that, I put the pencil down and I, started writing some other stuff and going about my business. I got in a Zoom meeting, meditation Zoom meeting. So most of my morning was spent in quiet time. I value my quiet time now. I value being alone now because I'm really not alone. Because I learn more about myself when I'm quiet, without bringing all these sources from the outside of distraction, because that's what I did. I did a lot of distracting, right? So, the second thing that came up was, when we say we're bored, it means we have no interest to learn about who we are or our potential to learn about ourselves. So when every time it comes up that you're bored, think about something that maybe you can learn about yourself, not about somewhere else. Even turn on some music and dance a little bit, and you'll get out of that feeling of lack, of something missing, because that's what bored is. It's like you're feeling there's something missing and that's, you really don't have anything to do. No, we always have something to do. Our minds are always going, even in the point of boredom. Our minds go, but when we're bored, that's part of the negativity, and that boredom can bring in negativity if we're not aware of it. So yeah, it's good to be aware of where you are in the sense of boredom. And when it comes up, we can find things that can elevate us or improve ourselves, instead of looking outside of ourselves about who else is bored with me. Let's join in together on the boredom that creates distraction of who you are. So it's no good for us, no good for our hearts and our minds, right? It goes back to the could haves of having something done that you want, something done differently is about, you want something different when you feel bored, right? Well, the different is in you already. It's finding out who you are so you won't be so bored. Because once you find out who you really are and your potentials and what you can do to get out of that mindset, is open a book, volunteer, do some service, say thank you, for the time you have to be bored. And now you could pull yourself out of this boredom, right? I used to say that. I used to say I'm bored, but now I know. I know now. There's so much to do. And most of it is here, right? Yeah, most of it is here. So, right? We can move ourselves from there. We can move ourselves from that feeling of lack. A feeling of, what is it that I need to do right now? We can all move our thoughts to a choice that we want, even in the sense of boredom. That's a good thing to know. It's 2021. There's always something to do. And you don't have to do it with someone else anymore. It's different now. I think COVID taught taught that one to everyone, you know. See this beautiful thing? This was a token of my appreciation from my granddaughter. She thanks me a lot, you know, for the love that I show her, you know, and the freedom that I give her to speak her mind and speak her love. I am loving her so that she can love herself. And she will get there. And she is there, you know. Everyone has their own level. And if they keep open and to receive that information about ourselves, we expand into the love that we have within ourselves. Hope that makes sense. It does to me. I really appreciate everyone listening and supporting me here. You know, it feels good to know, even if I help just one person or none at all. You know, because I'm here in this space and time for me and for anyone who's willing, you know, to learn something that is within ourselves already. I said this before. I am just a reminder of who you are. That's all this is. I just want to remind you and uplift you into the reminder of love, into the reminder of your light. And nothing can take that from you. That's one thing that no one can take from you. It's the love you feel for yourself, unless you let them. So open the door of light, not someone else's door to come in, right? And with that, I'm gonna give you my blessings. So have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe out there. Be loving. Be kind. Be grateful. That's the most important one. Be grateful. Just feel the gratitude here, not here, just right here, the gratitude. Oh, that feels so good. I want everyone to have a great day. And I hope this sets the tone for the rest of your day. Into that gratitude, into that smile. May you find your peace, your joy, and your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a wonderful, smiley day.